I got ADT, I want to say close to maybe a little over a year ago. And it just originally when I was looking at security systems, I had just bought a home, single female, don't even have a dog. I needed something to feel very secure. The sales associate said that I would never pay more than $75 a month for everything. And so I felt really good about it. The install went relatively well. There were no real issues, except for how my door camera was constantly losing charge. Maybe it would last a day and a half. I called them pretty quickly after they installed, and we did a whole bunch of troubleshooting. Multiple calls were troubleshooting. I made a point of saying, I'm paying for something that I'm not being able to utilize. So we need to fix this. They said that they could send a technician out, but that it would cost me $100 to just have a technician to come out. So that they recommended me troubleshoot. So we just continuously troubleshooted. The problem is yet to be resolved. And so when periodically I have to travel out of town for work. I was in Houston, Texas, and there was a storm that had occurred, and it had knocked the Wi-Fi off, which knocked the cameras off. I immediately panicked, and I called them, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be gone a week. I need something to happen so that my home is taken care of. I was like, once the Wi-Fi kicks back on, are we good? Or is there anything? No, you have to do a manual reset from home. I said, okay, so I'm on day 2 of my trip, and for the next 5 days, my home is not secure. And the lady really couldn't give me anything past that. So fast forward a few months later, and my roommate was moving out. And she had the person that was helping her gather her things. I was not at home. And the person had, I guess, parked the car right in the circumference of the driveway camera, which made the doorbell not work. So even though I had charged the doorbell so that I could see what she was taking in and out of the house, I couldn't see because the driveway camera was the primary viewing point. I called them and I said, hey, did y'all record on the Ring camera what was being taken in and out of the house? The lady said no, because the driveway camera was optional. I said, okay, but that was a car. This was a person coming in and out of the house. I wanted to be able to see what was leaving the home. Well, that's just not how that works. So I immediately became upset. This was the second time that I needed them to do their job, which was protect my home and my assets. And so we got into this nasty little argument over that. And I said, okay, well, what do I need to do to leave this service? And they told me that I could not leave, that I was in contract with them, and that it was going to cost me over $3,000 to leave. Yes. So basically, I am stuck with ADT for the foreseeable future. When I called, because I had been billed an additional $20-something on my account, and I had asked why, they said that I had always been being charged $20 additional past the 75. And I asked why. And he said, well, that is like equipment and this and that. I said, no. When I signed my contract, it was $75. I said, where is this additional 20 coming from? So from my understanding, they had been billing me one time for the 75 and then coming back after and billing me an additional $20 on the card. So it's like, you're going to pay the 75, but you don't really see the 20 leaving, without just staying on top of it. So when I asked to get copies of all of those charges, they said that they could not do that. I said, well, if I've been paying you $20 this whole time that I was unaware of, I should be able to see that. I said, I don't see it on this end, but apparently y'all have it on that end. So I want to see that. They would not let me see that. I told them they had called and wanted a customer evaluation for satisfaction. And I literally told them that it would be more secure to buy a Doberman to protect my home than it is to have this $75, possibly, $20 additional on top of the $75 security system that does not work when you need it to. And if it is disconnected from the Wi-Fi, then you have to physically be in the address to restart everything and get everything back online. When you need it, you're going to be out of town more than likely, or it's not going to be convenient just to pop in the house and cut everything back on. And then the fact that they did not tell me that I was going to be in contract with them for an extended period of time, to the point where I can't utilize a different service even if I wanted to. I'm pretty much stuck. Let me leave. I just want to leave. At this point, I am willing to buy a Doberman, like a whole dog, just to protect me and my assets. No, I just want to leave ADT. I do not want to be a customer with them anymore. Initially, what I wanted was for the equipment to work the way I want it to. Where we're at this point, the fact that I've been being billed an additional $20 without my knowledge nor my consent leads me to believe that that's just a shady business practice that I don't want to be a part of. I don't have any problem with a company billing me for services rendered if I'm aware that's what's happening. When we get into the whole, oh, well, we've been doing this the whole time. Really? Because I was unaware. That turns into just kind of being deceptive, in my opinion.